that spawn across the Americas in the world as well. But in this case here, I inquired specifically about Americas. Okay, the violence that permeates permeates the Americas is deeply rooted in a tapestry of historical grievances. Okay, unresolved trauma, because I know why. I know why. That's why I just wanted a confirmation about my knowing, my feelings about it. And I know why. I know why. Okay. And they give excuses about that because they are Luciferians, and these people that who they are defending are also they are like niche. Okay. The violence that permeates the Americas is deeply rooted in tapestry of historical grievances, unresolved traumas, okay, because also the spirits, lingers in. The spirits that those who dwelt in there before. And I mean those spirits from, millions of years ago. The last one was 200,000 years ago, prior to the coming of the no prior no is after the coming of the Anunnakis. And there were 7 layers of rise and fall of Atlantis. And by then there were no Asian people there. These people we call shamanic tribal ones, they came later in the picture. Perhaps my guess is that they come with the Genghis Khan and the Assyrians and the Phoenicians, who are, they are Semitic people, if I don't make a mistake, or they are other people. They are distinct, but they are from ancient Babylon, who, well, anyway, they dwell there in this area, where is Africa, Middle East, etc. Okay, and it was them who came after the Viking came to Americas, the Celts, the Basques, etc., who were there as Atlanteans. And that's what I wanted to know. But these beings are not telling me because they are hiding something. And many times they don't even want to answer me. They're quite invasive. They just don't answer, okay? Everything is blank because they won't tell. But I know, and I keep on forcing in another ways. So the violence that permeates the Americas, these grievances, unresolved traumas and spiritual disturbances that echo through time. This land has seen the rise and fall of civilizations, each leaving behind imprints of conflict and sorrow. The spirits whisper tales of colonial, I don't know what, but whatever they say here. The colonial is also come from Asia, come from the Phoenicians, from the Assyrians, etc. They came as Christopher Columbus, because they came to Europe, they go to Europe. They change their names and they infiltrate therein, and then they become like Europeans. However, they are descendants of other people from the East. All right? In this case, ancient Babylon, Mesopotamia, all the areas there. And this topic is for people who really, who doesn't have their mind in boxes, inside a box, um, who doesn't have kept inside a box, are those who think outside the box, who chooses to think outside the box. This not a topic for just anyone, for a simpleton, a mentally mediocre person. It's for people who think beyond, like me. So, through time, this land has seen the rise of the colonial. Here is the people who came from Asia, Africa, North Africa, ancient Babylonia, and they came after the Vikings, they came after the Celts, they came after the Basques, they came after the Romans who were here because, as I said before, or who were there in the Americas, because there were seven rise and fall of Atlantis, of what you call Atlantis, which they didn't want to tell me that America made part of, but unknown to them, I already knew since 1991 around this area when I started to have waking, and when I went to sleep, every time when I put my head in the pillow, this picture of inside that lens came into my mind. And if that also all these areas of the Americas like Antarctica, the Antarctica is part of Canada to Russia division, the Bering Strait there, and the Caribbean, all the way down to the Bermudas Triangles, all the way down to South Americas, right? That places where the Americans were Atlantis before. And when the last empire of Atlantis, the last versions of Atlantis, a great nuclear war break in, and when this broken in, it broke it break it came in. It took years for the dust to settle, around 100,000 years, right? Because once a nuclear war bomb explodes, it takes years, several years, several thousand years for the dust to settle, the toxicity to settle, and then life comes in, sprung therein again. Okay, so this what happens after the fall of Atlantis, when all the sunshine people from Europe already has gone. The others invaded, those from Asia, with Genghis Khan and his gang, and the Assyrians, the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians was supposed to create the caravels. Caravels, this kind of the ancient boats. Okay, it's this old kind of boats that they had in ancestral times and ancient times. And the definition was supposed to create, to build all those things. Were not even the Lusitania. The Lusitanians, when mixed up with them, when they came into Europe and they intermingle with them through DNA, they mate among themselves with the Lusitanians who are the Celts and many others. They become what? The Iberian. Then they can keep on coming into Iberia because what you see the ocean of Iberia, Spain, Portugal, even Italy is quite close to the coast of Africa, right? So they came from there. It was very easy for them to go and come and go from there. So what happens is that these people who was chosen to come to the Americas after the last fall of the seven period in civilization of Atlantis were those people, those mixed North Africans and Middle Eastern people. They came as Christopher Columbus, Cristoforo Columbus. They came as Amerigo Vespuccio. They came as Pedro Alvarez Cabral, and many, 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 many others who made part of this colonization. And it's them because they want to create a bourgeoisie, like trade. They brought in cheap labor from Africa, from DC. placed in Africa, West Africa, East Africa, etc. So they brought. It was all after they make accord with the others. You see, the other Europeans that they started to. They didn't even make a code when the Dutch, now the Ashkenazis Dutch have converted to Judaism. They hear they have they heard from it that the ancient Atlantis, that's now Americans, now become the American Vespucci, because the name comes from the Americo Vespucci, this man who were born in Spain, if I don't make no, in Italy, who came to America. He was not the first, but he was the first, one of the first who came after the fall of Atlantis, the last fall of Atlantis, and after the nuclear bomb. That lasted many thousand years after. So now the French, the English empires, the Dutch start to come in, start to come in because they saw that this land was fertile, but now it was inhabited by Asian people. The Asian had came. Okay, soon came the Assyrian, the Phoenician, which is from also from the east. And if them they brought slave, but then the blame was all given to the white man. Yes, the white man was made the trade, which was from the English. It came from the English. The English who went to North America. They also came to South America, to Brazil, where I was born. Of they came. They built the structure, the bridges, cavern bridges, etc. They also went to the southeast of Brazil, etc. They make structure there, they build, and they employed a lot of people. And the people have laser, have not say laser, ray laser, but houses to see housing, leisure, etc. And they treat the employees very good, with respect. And this time they create a village and they create factory there. So that's when the colony came in, all right? But they didn't enslave nobody. Who enslaved the people was are now the mixed people, the mixed Arabic with Brazilian, not say Brazilian, mixed with blacks and Asian, tribal, all those mixed people, okay, together, called Mameluco, Cafuso, in Brazil, that mix of race. Those were the one who enslaved those people. These beings don't want me to tell this, but I will tell, because I'm fed up with lies, fed up. They just fed me up already, and I have to bring the cat out of the bag. They know what I know. That's why they punish me a lot. So they came in, and later that the true Lusitanian, the white people come in with their family to have a better life in Brazil. They came as a migrant, but they didn't really make much part of slave trade. Not much, perhaps a few, but not much. Not even a dozen, maybe 2, 3, no more. Okay. Whereas Luciadas, who were the first to create slavery, who came from Mesopotamia, Babylonia, from the east, was them who created slavery in the first place. And you see, people from East and West Africa should know that by now. Okay, because the internet is here to teach you, open up your mind about it. There's no more room to know, to say, oh, I didn't know, I don't know. You don't know because you don't want to. Because it's fashion, it's good to be racist against the other people who didn't take so much part in the slave trade. Whereas the those white people from Europe were the first to be enslaved, sent to the Middle East, the Russians, the Irish, etc. They were the first to be sent there prior to these people from East and West Africa be sent to the Americas. Some came later as a migrant, okay, and they tried to walk or migrants. They came in search of a better life, for luring of a better life, okay? Whether they become like enslaved by indentured worker by the people already there, I don't know. By the mestizo people, the mixed race people, me don't know, right? But the truth is that I'm telling you. So, so they and if you say that these Europeans they have enslaved people, those white people, the white, not the European brown, because a lot of mixed race call themselves European or original native European when they are not European at all. I can tell one thing. Um, so if whoever said that the European enslaved them, I want to ask just one thing. Nowadays, does the Europeans enslaved the East and West African migrant who goes there? Do they? No, they want them out of the continent. They want them out before maybe 100 years, 200, 300 years from now. They will call again it is slavery. They will lie that they have been taken there as slaves again, yet again. And who first started with the slave trade were those there, all right, in the Middle East, ancient Babylon, Mesopotamia, etc. Slavery started there. Listen, slavery started there. And nowadays, you don't see those white people enslave nobody, okay? Some say that the Dutch have enslaved Indonesia. I don't see that because they went to my hometown where I was born. And instead of enslaving people, what they have done, they have constructed bridges, building, etc., structure, etc. And then we know what happened later? The Arabic Phoenicians, these guys as Portuguese, Lusitania, with the Brazilian, who are now mixed race with what you call the indigenous, which is nothing to do with indigenous, they are Asian people, and those Afro people, you know what they did? They would come inside, barge inside the Dutch people houses. They would take an axe and kill everybody, babies, kids, housewife. They will steal their gold and the men of the house. All Dutch together with Dulce, who disguised as Portuguese. They want the Portuguese. They were local people. They had a battle there, and they throw away the Dutch because they are Anglo. Okay, they are pretty much racist. If Brazil and Americas belong to Africa or Asia, and it's not the case. Because prior to this, it belonged to the Telusis, a race of people who were part of some tribe of Europe and Americas who were there already. Okay? Telusis. And now these people come and want to boss over there in America. You don't, you are not, your ancestors not from there, dude. You were born there, right? But your ancestor is not from there. Neither like, no such thing as Native America. Now, from part of my awful father, I have around, I got 70%. I got 70% of Native American, 17 from north to south, which is Asian people. Because when I did my DNA, it also came up Asian. A lot of people die, Han, Chinese, a lot, Southeast Asian tribe, etc. A lot because they are all correlated. They come from these areas of the world. They are not native to this area, all right? To the Occident. They are immigrants or migrants. So I have how much black in African in general, like Arabic, Hebraics, Aramaics, Arabis, and black. I have about 11%, all mixed together. These people, I have 11% from my father's side, and little bit of my mother, because my mother is more like she wore more, and her family were more like. I mean, from her father's side, it's more like Lusitanian from the true native Portuguese people, and some Sephardi Jewish as well. Okay, from my mother's father's side, my maternal grandfather, and my mother's side, my grandma, maternal grandmother's side, I have the people, the tribal Asian people, and also some European, okay, European, and some tribal people from my great mother, my maternal, my mother's mother. My father's mother is also European and mixed a little bit of Sephardi. And my father's side, I have my maternal grandmother, paternal, my father's mother. She was from Spain, was Basque in Spain, near to France. She was a white woman, dark haired, green eyes, white skin. My her husband, she married this mix of Asian with black men and Arabic, all this mixing. Yeah, that was my father's father. How he looked like. What they call tribal people. It's come from Asia, blacks, and uh, Arabic. These three races. And my father, he follows his father more than his mama. He didn't follow his mama. Okay, he's followed more his father. And my mother is more uh, have Iberian and have many other people of Europe, Anglo, Celts, and all that from my mother's side, from her mother's side. My my mother's mother was white. My grandfather was white. My father was mixed. His father was mixed. His mother was white. Understand? So why would I talk about these people if I have a percentage of these people, right? But I need to tell because that's the truth. I don't care who it gonna hurt. I don't. You need to sometimes to swallow bitter medication so as for the healing to go to the surface. You need to swallow bitter herb sometime for your own good. So as to stop this injustice against some people. As for the British, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I have some British, around 10 to 5% British in my lineage. I do have. And yeah, they maybe they have uh, don't see their Borguese colonization and brought in these lives. Yeah, they did. Okay. I'm not gonna tell lies here. They did, but the Lusitanians, the real Portuguese, no, they did, and that was the Arabics. These guys were, let's say Arabic. They were from Moroccans. You know Moroccans there, Moros, Moroccans, North African, Phoenician, etc. Yeah, they were dukes who came with their baggage to the new Americas after they have helped the Asian people to come in caravelas, which was that in giant boats. Because many people wonder, no, they walk down the Bering Strait, lies, lie. Someone aided them, brought them with caravalas, with boats, ships, old style ship, caravelas. Go in a Google there, Caravellas, caravelas, okay? I need to clear the air of history of lies and hatred toward certain people. Okay, so let's go. What he has to say more. So these ancestral wounds have not fully healed. They linger like shadows over communities, creating cycles of aggression, fueled by despair and disenfranchisement. So what I understand here is that why there's so much crimes in Americas. I know already now why. Because of the imprints of these people ancestral over vigency. They want to vindicate the wrong people and they go around and crime spree. And no matter what ethnics they have, and especially predominantly some, go around and killing spree. Okay? Killing spree. So that's what I knew. The prints of the ancestral is imprinted on them, tell them to commit all those stuff together with the Luciferians behind all this, asking them to revenge the past. Do you understand? And that's why the Americas we see a lot of crime, not just America, Africa, Middle East, and we see it. And now they brought it all to Europe. They don't want the Europeans to have peace. They come in. It's not new. This is millennia. Okay, it's a millennia. This invasion to Europe continent is millennia. And only I have to speak for these people because they have no mind, no brain to talk. They have no intelligence like me. For God's sake, these ancestral wounds have not fully healed. See? They linger like shadows over communities, create cycles of vigency, fueled by despair and disenfranchisement. And also, let's have justice for everybody. Treat everybody equally, give everybody rights, equality, give opportunity to everybody who were born in that land, regardless of anything. Moreover, there exists a complex interplay between the past and present, a karmic residue from previous lives intertwined with collective consciousness. Let me see if I understand. Moreover, there exists a complex interplay between the past and the present, a karmic residue from previous lives intertwined with collective consciousness. Yeah, I understand. I call it vigency. The ancestral are using the dissidents to avenge for them. And I knew it a long time ago, you know. I knew it. That's why I asked this question. Because I want to go to the bottom of the problem. I'm like that. I'm a virgin woman, not a virgin, but a Virgo woman who goes to the bottom, deep down the cavern to extract truth. So, intertwined with collective consciousness, many souls carry forward burdens from ages when power struggles define the existence. Okay, friend. Okay. Stop there. Stop. Now, the question remains from where these struggles come from where this power comes from who? Why don't you tell from who? Huh? From those bourgeois who came, these traders, who come even from the ancient Silky Road. Right or not? Try to fool who? Me? This is 500 or 500,000 old soul? You can't. No, you can't. My lineage is older from the Atlantis. Inside my prints, I carry memories of the past. Okay? From the Akashic records of history of the earth. So why don't you tell who this power? Prior to the colonies from Europe, the true Europeans come into the picture. From where they come from? Hey. Huh? Do I have to tell one more time? No, I don't, because the smart pupil, the smart student, the smart disciples will grasp instantaneously, and they will grasp things very quickly. Many souls care when power struggles define existence. This energy manifests as violence in today's society. The spirits reveal that certain areas are particularly susceptible to this cycle due to their histories, okay? Places where blood was shed for greed or vengeance from the the one who were born there. Come from Africa, from Asia, from these Phoenicians, like Arabic people who spoke in his script. Why don't you tell that? Mixed together, they make together, they form new people. Those people, the mestizos, were the one who create all this bloodshed and create all that thing, what they call it, is that thing where they create very big empire of plantation, big sugar, plantation, coffee, cotton, etc. Doesn't matter what. They create engines of plantations and big houses, big bungalows, big, mansions at the expense and the sweat of the poor slaves. Huh? Why don't you tell who did that too? Why don't you tell besides the British? I don't want to touch this almost, I mean, it's never really, how to say, doesn't really heal this wound. It doesn't really heal. It's still always when it is healing, someone has to someone has to open back this wound of the past. But sometimes it is necessary to bring forth a new clarification, like what I'm doing right now. Since nobody has the intelligence and wisdom, I have to come from the past to tell you in the present in your future. So the spirits reveal that certain areas are particularly so. Bloodshed for greed or vision C now resonate with equals demanding attention. Okay, so the imprint of this ancestral, like it was previously said and explained, it imprints into their descendants now born, and each one carries this little imprint of vision C. And because of an eye for an eye and teeth for a teeth, that the world is blind. A wise man once said, right? Not me who invented it, on someone else. So you see, that's the violence and the problem that we have today because of the previous problem, not just because of slaves, not because of these migrants who came from Africa, from Asia, in the present time, because it's present. It's not the past, it's present. Prior to this, we already have the Atlantis, where empire fall and rise, fell and rise, fall and rise. Understand? And conflict arises because of the invaders who come from outside to interfere into other people's land. And this will happen. And then you see how this reverberates, how this karma imprint continues on and 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 on. Numerous people from the east come to the Atlantis to cause problem. Sumerians as well. Then now we have uh, people being punished for this previous karmic imprint debts from the distant 200,000 years problem that we had here on earth, which has to do with Atlantis. Okay? So, someone have to pay the bill, and unfortunately have to be those lives who also was somehow, interconnected with the previous Atlantis time. In a way or another, their spirit was there. Do you understand what I try to say? This is what you call slaves, was the reminiscence of the previous spirits in Atlantis that also caused the into other people's land. They induce who called these tribal people who came from Asia. Do you understand? So now they're paying a karma. In the Pages, I don't know how to speak, and I forgot. There's a name for this. The chief tribe of this Native America. They know it. They know the secret, but they won't tell. They keep mum. They still say that they are the indigenous in that place, and they aren't. They come from Asia. Their way of almost the language is almost the same. The musical instrument, the shamanism. Uh, I don't even have to say that they also worship Enkaya. And I go find out who Enkaya is. Okay, the same hair, the same features, the same skin tone and color. They are from Southeast and East Asia. No question. Don't ask question about it, because that's the truth. The truth must be told. So they are imprint these new dissidents now. They are the imprint of their ancestors who invaded Atlantis about I would say 100,000 years ago. Okay, before the fall of the last empire of Atlantis, the last timeline, the world they infiltrated. So you never know why things happen the way it does. So don't feel as you are so poor thing and a victim. But don't worry, because you have nothing to do with your ancestral. I believe this way, and you have all the right in the world because you were born there, all of you, and you have all the right in the world to be one of the citizens of that land. You have all the rights, like any others, to be there. Okay, you have the rights. Don't worry about it. But don't tell the big lies, and don't be so bold into say or think that you own the land, because that's not the truth here. Your ancestral's land came from Africa and Asia. Okay? And for some, the Phoenicians as well. As you seek understanding, consider also the role of spiritual entity. Yes, yes, I have delved into it, and I know that spiritual entities play a part. The Luciferians, they are pulling up string. The 15 multidimensional beings are also pulling up string in this drama. As you seek understanding, consider also the role of spiritual entities who may influence human behavior. Exactly, but when I tell you this, what you say, oh no, this one is catalysm for you to learn something and heal. Is not your answer? Huh? Yeah, you answer. I'm fed up of hearing this and I don't buy it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm here to heal, to finish all this nonsense. I'm the arbitrarian, and I'm double diplomatic here. So that is who may influence human behavior. Yeah, I knew it a long time ago, and then doesn't help the fact that they play with fire, they make rituals, they invoke, they open portal, they bring in entities into the land, and then that land becomes what? Cursed. Because you bring in entities up and do it. So, through fear or division, okay, it is essential to recognize that while some interpret these patterns as curses or fated events, they have curses as well. They can be transformed through awareness, and community healing efforts aimed at reconciling past injustices and even past indifferences, right? And try to live as one community. Doesn't matter where you come from. Now that you are all there together, let's unite as a human, as a one species, to live in communion with one another and not separate. Yeah, but it was cursed. There's some page or what they call it, page, and I have the chieftain of these people, shamans. They have cursed the land. When the colonists came to come back, take back their land from Europe, from the how they call it when they immigrate back again to their ancestral land. What happened is that people who once there now, who came from Asia, they start to curse them. Their chieftains start to curse, and they make ceremonials and all kind of rituals to curse the land and curse the people. And this reading came after I asked, because I know already, and I want to test them and ask what they think about it. And they come forth this answer. The whisper of the spirit, because I say that these people there, the Shamanic Asian, the whisper of the spirits reveal a tapestry woven with threads of ancient truths and forgotten realms. The Americas long before the arrival of what we now call Asians. You see that? Now they are called about what? Atlantis. Were indeed home to diverse civilizations that thrived in harmony with their surroundings. Okay? They were the Celts, they were the what one, Vikings. Yeah, they were there, the Basques, and they live in peace and communion. There were no such thing as ritual sacrifice, blood sacrifice, nothing, because they live more in communion with nature. Okay, when they cut the animal, the woman would put the animal to sleep first in a trance. A portal would open, and the animal would transverse that portal. They would cut anyhow. The men would come and cut the animal for food and ask blessing and say thank you to that flesh. Okay, when others came, then started all this mess, this kind of rituals and all this. Were indeed home to diverse civilization that thrived in harmony. See, nobody can even fool me because I am what they call it. I'm a clairvoyant, and I am a classical recorder historian. From Atlantis, speak of an advisory society whose knowledge transcends continents, suggests that remnants of their wisdom may have influenced early inhabitants across the Atlantic. I knew it, brother and sisters. I knew. You don't have to bluff me because nobody has the power. This exploration could illuminate paths and yet, taken in this lifetime, or reveal lessons meant for healing generational wounds. In light of this revelation about Atlantis and its far-reaching influence, be mindful. While seeking knowledge is noble, hey, I knew already, I just want confirmation. I don't want your knowledge, I know already. I want to know what you think about what I know already. It can also stir unrest if mishandled. Hey, unrest and if it mishandled is what happened now. The white man is getting all the blame unjustly. And you think that it's just? I'm here to bring forth justice. Okay? If anything is just, is to blame the wrong person for the wrongdoings of another. It's like they're saying, the parakeet, he eats the corn, the maize, and the others, the sparrow, get all the blame. Embrace these insights carefully. They may lead you toward understanding both personal growth and collective history while warning against repeating cycles from eras long gone by. I was there, I remember. I was alien Atlanteans. You see here? Lead you toward understanding both personal growth and collective history while warning against repeating cycles from eras long gone by. Okay, so we have here what? No victim, no violence, just prayer and the tapestry that this is being itself create. This game of karma, debt, pain, and all this through lifetimes. Do you understand? So before you think that you are a poor thing, think again about what your ancestral did also. So I am here to clarify all this because I knew it a long time ago. That's why I dare to speak what I know, alright? And I just wanted confirmation from these beings, and they are telling me. So let's summarize. The violence in the Americas, I didn't inquire about the violence in Asia or um, Africa or Europe yet. Well, America, because it's more like, it's really awful because there's a melting pot there. So let's summarize. Let's try to live instead of we think of our differences. Why don't see our similarities and see our joy in time of feast, in time of happiness, see like in carnival, see that everybody gathered together. That party, many says from the devil, Satan, Lucifer, etc. You know this hypocritical one, but they rather play pray for wars. They love war and bloodshed. They don't want a carnival where everybody gathered together to uh, to unite as one people. Okay, so this is what carnival is all about. Also, is to unite these people who were born in their land. Never mind about the past. Let's bury the past because you who think that you are a slave in a thing, you are not slave. You are a co-prayer. All right? Your ancestors, you carrying print of ancestors, and your ancestors did something in the very distant past in Atlantis. And that's why now in this present time, about 500 to 400 in some other areas of the Americas, their descendants have to pay for it. Do you understand? And if that, I finish this chapter here. Maybe we go for another study later on. And that's it. No scientist, nobody else, no spiritual people, no religional people, no religious people came to bring in this light like that one ordinary person like me did. And I carry no religion's flag, no rituals flag, no whatever, no, I have no branch of religion at all or dogmas, you see. So I'm not carrying any religion's flag here. Say yes, I belong to this or this and this and that. No, I'm nothing of that. I'm a metaphysician. I'm more into Scientology, history, and Akashic record before someone put the labels upon me. Alright? I'm no Luciferian, I'm no Christian, I'm no Muslim, I'm no Hindu, I'm not Buddhist, I'm no not Taoist, nothing. I'm a metaphysician, alright? I carry prints of the Akashic record of Earth.